Hello, future Owen. Say hello to past Owen. Past Owen, say hello to future Owen.
Hello.
So, future Owen, we're doing Belfast to Peru this week, and the first thing you're going to find that you might make a mistake on is you might use the hi-hats on the and of one because the bass drum's playing. So you might go one and, but if you look at your music you'll see you're only allowed to hit the hi-hats on one, so it's one and, 2, 3, 4. The second thing we talked about in the lesson was getting the rim click nice and loud. So the way you're going to practice this is you're going to have the end of your stick in away from the edge, touching off the skin always. You're not going to drop it down like that, you're going to clasp it down like that, okay? And you're going to have your stick poking off the edge there until it's at its fattest, right? So you're not going to be clicking it here or here or here, you're going to go all the way to here, okay? That's where it's going to click. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's your first line, okay? Your second line, it's beautiful because it's almost exactly the same. First 3 bars are exactly, excuse me, oh, I got a hiccup there in the middle of a sentence. First 3 bars are exactly the same. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Our fourth bar in the second line is almost exactly the same. It is the same as the 1 and 2, but then on 3 and 4 we do the same as 1 and 2. So it's 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So it's bass, bass, click, bass, bass. We've learned that before in the set pieces that we did in the booklet that you have of pieces. The bass, bass, snare, bass, bass, and we played We Will Rock You to it. So that's the rhythm that we're looking for there. Our third line is exactly the same. Again, first 3 bars, exactly the same. We know them already. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. And our fourth bar, slightly different. 1 and 2, exactly the same. 3, exactly the same. Now we do snare hits, not clicks, snare hits. 4 and 2. So you're going to want to practice that, get it nice and smooth. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 4 and that. So it's long, short, short. Okay? 4 and long, short, short. 4 and, okay? Now we're into rock beat territory because we're back to hitting the snare like normal. This is, I think they call it, no, they don't call it section, but it's bar 13. So it's line number 4. It goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay? And this ties into the next bar which goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Actually just turn 1 second. Okay, so let's try those 2 bars together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay? Your next 2 bars are almost the same again, except there's no crash. It's the same rhythm though. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The next 2 bars are exactly the same as bar 13 and 14. So 13 and 14 are the same as 17 and 18. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then on the last bar, the last line, it's crash and bass drum. 1, 2, and 3. This is exactly the same as the last bar in the top line. 1, 2, and 3, except a little add-on. 4 and, okay? 1, 2, and 3, 4 and. Bringing us back up to the top line because it has DC al fine written there, which is short for di capo al fine, which is Latin for go back to the start, di capo, and play until fine. Al fine, right? So you can see fine is written on the last bar of the first line. So we're going to play the first line all over again. So we're going to go 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. And that is the whole piece. Practice that top to bottom, and then in the second half of your week of practice, start practicing it to the backing track. Okay? Best of luck with it, future Owen. See you next week.